Lewis Hamilton came from the 14th position on the grid to win the German Grand Prix and take the lead in the World Drivers' Championship standings. The track distance was 4.574 kilometers, 2.842 miles. Total distance of the race was of 67 laps, 306.458 kilometers, 190.424 miles. The fastest lap of the race was recorded by Lewis Hamilton on the 66th lap. Prediction was 60% chance of rain. Let's talk about drivers on the grid. Sebastian Vettel started from the pole position, Bottas number 2, Raikkonen number 3rd, Verstappen 4th and Hamilton down in the 14th. The first 10 drivers started the race on ultra-soft tires. Outside the top 10 drivers, the drivers had a free choice of choosing the tires. Hamilton chose soft tires. This was the 77th F1 World Championship race in Germany, more than in any other country. Let's talk about the race. Near the end of the first lap, Hamilton was in the 13th position after starting the race from the 14th position. By the third lap, Hamilton was in number 12. Hamilton went ahead of Alonso on the third lap to reach number 11. Hamilton went ahead of Charles on the fourth lap to reach 10th. At the fifth lap, Vettel was 16.976 seconds ahead of Hamilton. Hamilton went ahead of Sainz to reach 9th. At the 7th lap, Grosjean was in the DRS range of Perez and Perez was in the DRS range of Hamilton. At lap 9, Hamilton went ahead of Grosjean to reach number 8 and then went ahead of Perez to reach number 7. By lap 10, Ricciardo, who started the race from the 19th position, was in number 13. By lap 11, Hamilton was 24.605 seconds behind Vettel and the gap between Vettel and second placed Bottas was 3.9 seconds. Hamilton went ahead of Hülkenberg to reach number 6 in the 11th lap. Hamilton went ahead of Magnussen in lap 14 to reach number 5th position. Kimi Raikkonen pitted in the 15th lap. He was the first of all the drivers to pit. He got soft tires. Charles was at the right place at the right time as Alonso went wide on the turn and Charles went ahead of him to reach number 11 on the 16th lap. Ricciardo overtook Alonso from the inside on lap 17 to reach number 12. Hülkenberg pitted on the 19th lap. He was in number 6 position, but when he exited the pit lane, he was in number 15. Ricciardo went ahead of Charles to be in number 10 on the 20th lap. Charles pitted from the 11th position and exited the pit lane in the last position. Grosjean went ahead of Hartley to reach number 15 and Sainz went ahead of Hartley to reach number 16 on the 23rd lap. 9 racers were battling for the number 12 position on lap 24. By lap 25, Hamilton was 21.428 seconds behind Vettel. Vettel pitted on lap 26, replaced his ultra-soft tires with soft tires. When Vettel pitted, he was number 1 and when he exited the pit lane, he was number 4. Bottas pitted on the lap 28. He was first at the time but he exited the pit lane in number 5 position. Ricciardo got out of race on the 29th lap. He started the race from the 19th position and was in the 8th when he went out of race. Yellow flag came on. Green flag was waved on the next lap and track was cleared. Alonso pitted on lap 32. Vettel told his team that his rear was getting quite hot on the 33rd lap. By lap 36, Ferraris were in the number 1 and number 2 positions with Raikkonen first and Vettel second, and both Mercedes were in the 3rd and 4th with Hamilton in 3rd and Bottas 4th. Vettel went ahead of Raikkonen on the 39th lap to take number 1 position. Ferrari crew told Raikkonen that both Vettel and Raikkonen needed to look after their tires. Hamilton pitted on the 43rd lap. He got ultra soft tires. He was on the soft tires for the first 43 laps. He exited the pit lane in the number 5th position. Soon after, rain came down, but it was very slow and wasn't much, and rained heavily only after the race finished. Verstappen of Red Bull pitted on the 47th lap, got intermediate tires on. Because of him pitting, Hamilton moved to 4th place. Verstappen went to 5th. Bottas went ahead of Raikkonen to be in number 2 position on the 51st lap. Vettel went off track and out of race on lap 52. He was in number 1 position in most of the race till that point. Safety car came on. Bottas moved to number 1, Raikkonen to number 2, Hamilton number 3 as Vettel crashed. Kimi Raikkonen pitted on the 54th lap. Hamilton moved to number 1 position, Bottas to number 2 with Raikkonen number 3. Safety car went off on the 57th lap. Green flag was waved. There was a moment when Bottas tried to overtake teammate Hamilton but couldn't overtake Hamilton, and the Mercedes team told him later to hold on his position. By lap 59, Carlos Sainz was under investigation for overtaking when safety car was deployed. He was given a 10 seconds penalty. Race ended with Hamilton finished in number 1, Bottas 2nd, Raikkonen 3rd, Verstappen 4th. First time in Germany, Mercedes had both number 1 and number 2. Vettel's crash was a crucial talking point of the race. Lewis Hamilton did a great job of finishing number 1 after starting from number 14. Hamilton, who was 8 points behind before this race, now is ahead by 17 points in the World Drivers' Championship standings. Mercedes is now the leader of the Constructors' standings, leading Ferrari by 8 points. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe the channel for more sports and pro wrestling videos. Have a nice day.